Well, hi folks. July 24th. Hey, and the craziness continues. Yep. Trust everybody's fine. Everybody's well. I had, as always, we'll put a couple of links in the description section. It's, in Canada, we have our own craziness going on. And it's a good reason why you don't let a prime minister shut down Parliament and come out of his bedroom and hand out bags of money on the bottom of his steps and take fixed questions from left-wing leading media. It's if you haven't heard of the wee scandal, folks, you've been under a rock if you're living in Canada, and it's just the beginning. It's we have to. I think we have to pay more attention to the people we elect, and we have to demand more. And that's the illusion of democracy, I suppose. 51% of the people vote for a certain party and of course in Trudeau's case the Liberals haven't got that. They're a minority government. This is the biggest craziness. As a minority government, they've been able to do what they're doing. And the question that arises is, Morneau at the 12th hour admitting that he forgot a $41,000 bill that services that he received from an outfit that he sort of gives millions of dollars to. That whole perception just isn't good. So in looking at that and watching that, one wonders how much have they dished out to themselves and to others that we don't know about. We hear crazy stories of millions of dollars that go missing and they can't account for that. And they make, in this particular case, they're making reference to the pandemic. They're in an emergency situation that the world has never seen before. And so they were under stress. Sure, they were under stress. But that's what they're there for, is to handle emergencies. And, if the cook can't handle the heat in the kitchen, it's time for the cook to find a new occupation, I suppose. But the sadder thing is that, our society has been so dumbed down that most people just can seek themselves. It's what it happens, they all do it. And we've been screwed so many times, so we just accept it and carry on. And of course you look stateside, it's even worse. And what's going down there? Well, there's lag time, like I've said, can be coming here. And if we just keep being complacent and unbound and stupid. So people say, well, what are our solutions? And I'm thinking of getting together a group of people to do this. And maybe once a week we'll have an old stove league like they used to have years ago, where we'll have people sort of making some suggestions what we could do. What's wrong with the system that allows a prima donna government to sort of, who don't have a majority, to do what they're doing. And to be so condescending and smart-assed about it. That's a crazy thing. That's the real crazy thing. I suppose it's hard to accept that there's a lot of corruption going around all over when it comes to money and power. And that's why we're being led by the nose right into this whole thing. And it's interesting because it's not just small people on the island like me saying it. The doctor out of England has a neat scenario on that. I'll post his link in the description, where he's talking about the world being taken over by the New World Order. And been going on for a long time. And a lot of the people who are not educated, but who are schooled or brainwashed, keep calling everybody else conspiracy theorists. And they're the frogs in the water. They don't realize what's going on until it happens. And when some of them are expendable, because that's how it always goes, they might be sort of gnashing their teeth and wondering what the hell happened. And and it just goes on and on and on. The Edmonton Eskimos are changing their name. The players who played with that team when they had 5 championships in a row, they had a saying that once an Eskimo, always an Eskimo. And that was tweeted back and forth by some of their star players who are now retired. And their comments were that this is nothing racist about the name Eskimo. It was a tribute to the hardiness and the strength of the people who lived in the North, who overcame all sorts of physical obstacles and created thriving communities and lifestyles. And that was the philosophy of the Edmonton Eskimos. And it's interesting. Now, the players aren't happy with name changes. Most of the fans aren't either. But corporations, I think it was Boston Pizza, was threatening to pull their sponsorship or their advertising. And of course, everybody kowtows to that. And I suppose the owner of the team is thinking, well, I can sell a whole lot more jerseys and whatever. Well, I ain't buying one of your jerseys, so I never do anyway. I don't wear somebody else's jersey. It's crazy. And I noticed the baseball players as well. They started the season and everybody's kneeling down. Black Lives Matter all over the place. And these guys are supposed to be, these guys are schooled as well. Didn't they most of them go to college and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I suppose that's the other sad thing. Black Lives Matter is just nothing about black lives. It's about the clowns. Look at Portland. It's about the clowns in Chicago doing stupid stuff. It's not saving any lives. The murder rates are up. Assaults are up. Shootings are up. And it's nothing about anybody's lives matter. It's just a banner that hooligans are marching under, doing all kinds of crap. And the rest of us are too complacent to say anything. And we acknowledge multi-million-dollar athletes who are sort of kowtowing and trying to get on a bandwagon that they don't know what the hell's going on. Those are pick your heroes carefully, folks. Pick your heroes carefully. Now, if the NHL, when they get going, if they're all kneeling down, that'll be a surprise. But I don't think you'll see that. Maybe the odd clown will. But let's hope you don't. Anyway, that's about all for today. Trust everybody's fine. And I'm just thinking of a statement that Stephen Hawking once made, and I'm not going to say, this isn't an exact quote, but he thought, well, if we made it for another 50, 75 years, we might make another 200. But he wasn't sure if we would make it or not. There was that sort of scenario. And I didn't agree with everything Hawking said. I've read a lot of his writings. Brilliant mind. And but that one always sort of stuck with me. And as we look at what's happening now, and you can take that in context. We make it as a civilized society with freedoms and rights, or we're all going to be globalist slaves. And it seems like so many people out there marching and going along with the charade don't know where we're heading. And those who do are sort of, like myself, sort of thinking, wow. Anyway, bye for now. Take care, and we'll see you again.